Fredmore stood on cliffs so high, millards gathered battle cry. Ancient dragons in the sky, time to fight, do or die. Blades of steel in hands so strong, sing in battle's ancient song. Dragons swoop, the night is long. Fredmore leads, they march along. Fire breath and wings of night. Fredmore's heart a beacon bright. Ancient dragons waging fight. Millord standing glory's light. Shields like thunder clash and roar. Dragon scales they dare ignore. Fredmore brave forevermore. Fates decree this ancient war. Fire breath and wings of night. Fredmore's heart a beacon bright. Ancient dragons waging fight. Millord standing.
No, dobry wieczór, witam wszystkich na kanale Freedmore Play i zapraszam na Avowed. Teraz będziemy kończyć trzecią mapkę. Ogólnie to jesteśmy w trakcie już tam jakiejś dużej awantury czy tam przygody. No, dźwięk jest, tu jest, wszędzie jest, dobra.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, an exiled animancer, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
We didn't come all this way to stroke your ego, Archmage. We seek answers.
Hej Mirku, Mirku, sorry, Rafale, kurde, ja już głos tracę. Tutaj czytam, tam w ogóle jestem w innym świecie jeszcze, tak jak mówisz. Witam Rafale i w ogóle pozdrawiam twoją małżonkę. Syna też, jeżeli ogląda, a jak nie, to i tak pozdrawiam. Trochę będę miał taki głos zachrypnięty, bo nie wiem, coś tak jakoś wyszło. Ale myślę, że chyba udało się, co? Jak to tam streamek w ogóle poszedł? Wiem, że chyba dobrze wyglądało, tak mnie się wydaje. Potem tak sobie puściłem parę minut i dźwięk chyba ok był. Nie wiem jak tam dalej reszta. No, co to
I
wszystko?
needed you to understand me, yourself, and the gravity of our collective situation. Well, your situation. I'm mostly just an interested observer. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle?
No to dziękuję. Oj kurde.
Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones.
O, to była taka próba na początku, wiesz, też podłączanie to jest najgorsze, żeby to wszystko dobrze poszło, bo to nie ma tak jak tutaj, że włączasz grę i chodzi. Tam trzeba połączyć się, potem trzeba program włączyć, potem to trzeba tak, żeby wszyscy lepiej to widzieli i takie masło maślane, kurde. No. Wioska by przetrwała, gdyby zdecydowali się poświęcić jedną umierającą duszę dla dobra wielu żywych. Wioska istniała naprawdę?
I hardly know, honestly. When you've lived as long as I have, it's easy to lose track of individual lives.
Siema, Steven.
The whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly...
No z Zaba? Czy co?
Not even me or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand?
Do you understand? No, VR-y to są nie dla każdego ogólnie. Ale no też zależy w co się gra. Tutaj no ciężko też się przyzwyczaić, bo ja stałem cały czas... A tutaj niby się poruszasz, co nie? To mózg trochę inaczej reaguje na to wszystko. Ale ogólnie dobrze chyba wyszło. Liczy to, że nasze życie przynosi światło.
Good enough, I suppose. Most people find it
No.
difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path.
Potęga, wyciągnij broń. Wejdziemy tam tak czy inaczej. No ty wyciągnąłeś broń na pewno. Ją zabiłeś jak zwykle. Jeńców nie zostawiasz. No ja na VR-ze w horrory to nie wiem, czy bym chciał zagrać.
I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the animal... But the essence there is so strong, it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know.
Siema, Korkus. Ty dzisiaj coś puszczasz, czy nie?
A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Ardra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here
Siema, Mat.
so intense. And you, god,
Dziękuję bardzo.
your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel.
Jeszcze tak, czyżby o rany, nie? Sądziłam, że to możliwe coś, czego nie wiedziałam. Nie wierzę, że przegapiłam coś takiego. Jest to Bóg tam. Więziony w wodzianej Adrze. To wiele wyjaśnia. Moje czary nie działały, a esencja mocno reaguje. I do tego boski o nieznanym wyglądzie. Jesteś brakującym kluczem do zagadki, do zamka nauk. Naku kubeła. To wpuść mnie, ty wejdziesz do ruin, a ja znajdę drogę do ogrodu.
Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see.
Brudnopis, no. Mat, postaram się nie krzyczeć. Zresztą gardło mi ten. Siada. Nie mogę chyba już czytać. Chyba niedobry pomysł, żeby czytać. Ale ważne, że w ogóle wszystko słychać, to jest ok. Znajdź swój tak zwany ogród. Zdasz mi raport ze swych ustaleń. Być może kryje się za tym więcej niż jesteśmy w stanie dotrzeć. Nie chore, tylko po prostu gardło siadło. Konsekwencja kooperacji? Oj.
My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such
Mute.
things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you.
No, ta gra po prostu mi runuje głos. O kurde. Żywą gorsze.
Remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
She gave you her grimoire. Be careful with that thing. Who knows what it can do?
On teraz gra? Chyba tak, co nie? Grał chyba. Dziękujemy bardzo. Znaczy, dziękuję bardzo. za lipowe musisz dopłacić. Ojciec, gdzie dokładnie są te ruiny?
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No
Dead Valhalla.
Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me borrow some?
Pozdrawiam, pozdrawiam. Ona też odzdrawia, tylko no... Nie pamiętam zawsze, żeby to powiedzieć. Kurde, przeważnie tutaj książki się jakieś brało i... No tu chyba wszystko, co nie? Bo tutaj chyba nie można się dostać, czy jak to? A mnie nogi będą boleć. No. To nie ten. Mam super widownię. Może jedna osoba tylko pije.
And off we go.
No.
This just happened, right?
Dobry wieczór, Justynko.
Imagine it.
Ja straciłem już głos, nie mogę mówić.
And my spellcraft. And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
Jedna flaszka. Dobra, tutaj też dodamy flaszkę, poczekaj. Tak. No bo to nie mam tutaj. Ja mam na Discordzie mam. Ta. Palec boli od tego, od biegania.
We cut it close, but it paid off. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
We've outpaced Ludwig. A rare advantage. I say we use it.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for not.
Nie no, to ja tutaj prawie uderzyłem w biurko raz.
Let's hope the ruins are warm. I didn't think to bring a coat.
No, dzięki, Matt. Trzymaj się do następnego i miłego streamka. Właśnie, bo to tędy niby mam ten. Ale tam była jedna skrzynia. Nie. To było bardziej tak, że ja chyba poszedłem spać, czy jakoś tak i ten. Jak tam przeskoczyć? No bo to jest śnieżna ta w ogóle. Kapliczka. Wiecie może? A czy ty, Steven, tam brałeś ten skarb stamtąd? Ja wiem, że tam coś byle co może być, ale... Zawsze coś. No. Wzglądy ma się. dzisiaj Joe Poker. Dziękujemy też, że znosimy. O, kurde. Dobra. Tutaj to powinniśmy... Chyba, że tam trzeba wejść i też stamtąd zeskoczyć. Ja bym spróbował ogólnie. No w ogóle amulet jakiś, który ten od upadku. Łapek. Nie ma, kurde, myślałem, że coś będzie tutaj. Nie wiem w ogóle, czy tu można skoczyć. Jest, udało się. No, to super. No być, chodźmy stąd, a nie. Dobra. Mamy iść właśnie. A Justynka, byłaś ten? Widziałaś VR-a? No nie mogę. Siema, Beniamin. Nie chcę tu. Aha. Nie wiem, kurde, czemu mówiliście, że coś nie za dobrze słychać, jak to potem sprawdzałem i było ok. Co tam, Ben?
Margaret's teeth. You're not ice. You don't whisper. You're real. Oh, thank the gods. Did you see a spear on a Zorip? Please say you have. I worry the ice has taken it.
Szedłem do leżarcy magiczki i widziałem zamroźniętego ksjorypa, jeśli to pomoże.
Oh, beautiful. Beauty. Warm as blood. Thank you. For you, beauty. You're mine now. We will be warm together.
Jakieś opętane. Smoczy urok. Bezwisiłem smoczego bóstwa plemień, aby uniemożliwiać przeciwnikom przerwane działania i zionąć na nich ogniem. No ciekawe. Dobra, to teraz tu.
Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
Nie ma bitał 4566. Wiesz co? Jak tutaj zejść? Wiesz co? Grałem w Wiedźmina 4, ale 3, ale nie przeszedłem. W 1 grałem, w 2 grałem. Kurde, jak tu przejść, tak żeby na skróty było, a to w prawo. Sorry, ale głos sprawia, że to straciłem dzisiaj, to jakoś będzie tak trochę... No jest, znajdź kuźnię. A do góry muszę iść tam. Na migi, no. To mi pokazuje tam, a tamto mi pokazuje gdzie indziej. No, odpowiedziałem przecież, mówię, że... Odpowiadaj, grałeś... Może grałem Wiedźmina. W Wiedźminę grałem, ale nie na streamkach chyba, z tego co pamiętam, ale ten... Na pewno będę zamierzał ograć, tylko no... Jeszcze nie teraz. Za dużo wychodzi takich gier innych, wiesz? A teraz ciężko mi odpowiadać, bo przez ten głos, który tak... Nie wiem, czy to słychać dobrze? Dzisiaj chyba długo nie pogram, bo też na 5 będę musiał odwieźć. Więc może muszę trochę zregenerować gardło.
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years. To find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished.
Ale na raty.
No, hopefully an abundance of history, artifacts, relics, anything really. Though I wasn't expecting such interesting remains.
We found something like this in Naku Tadak. What's their significance?
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. Oh, they're everywhere, but no one knows where they came from exactly. Apparently, they weren't fans of the godless. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akedan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Ciekawe, czy tam...
To be killing machines. But who made them? And to what end?
Ciekawe, czy w tym gotiku będzie ten...
No quarter. Nothing spared.
ten sam system walki, czy trochę poprawiony, czy jak to?
Did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go already.
Let's go.
Worthan Roth.
We remember. They loved, and we loved in return. We remember. They loved, and we loved in return.
Galloway's gonads. We're actually in Nakikubel. Someone please open the eyes.
No to hardcore. Nice.
I was worried for a second.
No się będą przedrzeźniać teraz. O kurde. Jak tam zdrowie w ogóle u was? Panie i panowie.
Child's play. Walk like it's all.
No. To będzie jazda.
Oh, look at that Audra. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
A ogólnie to, Steven, nie wiem, co ty słyszałeś źle ten dźwięk czy coś. Ja sprawdzałem streamka. I naprawdę dobrze, że wszystko ten szło.
The brambles. How did
Znaczy słychać było. I to oglądałeś u Baju, chyba.
no one's ever in the ruins?
U Baja, kurde, właśnie coś... Mój dźwięk dziwnie ten... Ja ogólnie nie miałem żadnych filtrów nałożonych. No, bo miałem całkowicie inny mikrofon, wiesz? Siema Darkness. Jak ci? Aha. Myślałem, że Baju coś mówi, że jest jakiś problem z dźwiękiem.
An intruder comes.
That's a ghost. That's an Akitan ghost.
You don't belong here. Why have you come?
Nie, no teraz tak, ale chodziło, wiesz co, Benjamin, o wcześniejszego streama,
Before I strike.
bo streamowałem VR. Na stojąco.
So you come to the gardener, unwanted and without invitation. And you bring more demands to their feet.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akitans referred to their god. To stop it all.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our kin. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know that. You speak of the
11.
Yes, story seeker.
A u was?
Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us.
Zgadza się, poszukiwacze historii, ich ciała pozostały podobnie jak nasze wspomnienia o tym, co nam zrobili.
We would have offered them everything,
U,
just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akida, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records. No histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this.
Jeszcze raz, co to było? Dalibyśmy im wszystko, by uratować cząstkę nas, ale one się nie odzywały. Były tylko po to, by dokonać rzezi. Nasze księgi spalono. Budynki zniszczono, zniszczyły wszystko, co należało do Akida. Dlatego nie ma żadnych zapisków, żadnych historii. Walczyliśmy zaciekle, ale nie daliśmy rady. Potem uwięziły naszego ogrodnika. Uwięziły nas. Uwięziły nas w mogile z bezkresnej nocy. Kości skryte pod korzeniami. Skończ z tym.
we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
Wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second.
No jasne.
We wish you a better fate than the one we saw. The path to the garden lays before you. It is the only way. Go now. Your trials begin.
Understudies, we just spoke to an ancient Akidan.
Co ty masz do mojej kurtki, kurde? Ja nie potrzebuję jakiegoś super tego. Zobaczymy, czy będę ginął.
Bone dust in my fur.
Yatsli, well done.
Już. Dalej iść chyba, tak?
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their godlikes.
Siema, Baju. Coś jeszcze? Batmana? Do Batmana. Na VR-a?
I'll have to do a more thorough reading later, but it looks like no technology. It seems Nakubuel was divinely inspired, so it's Sakuga's fault we got lost in the air.
No Skyrim tak samo jest na VR-a. Nawet fajny. Chyba Baju grałeś, co nie? No ja mówię, na VR-a to gry, kurde, które zajmują tam dłużej niż 2 godziny, no to nie da się wytrzymać, co nie? Oczywiście nie trzeba tyle grać, ale... samolotu. Czemu na symulatorze samolotu?
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. We should do the same.
O. Ding dong. Oj. Aha.
Careful! They're coming from the walls now.
O ty. Joystick, no. No, o kurde, jedziemy z nimi, co nie?
Who's next?
First, an Archmage's lair. Now here? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Ajajajajajajajajaj. Patrz. Teraz mogę iść tamtędy. No, to jest najważniejsze. Ciastko, kawka. Jakie ciacho. Pewnie dobre. Ale to tak czasami jest. Niektóre gry wychodzą mi na to, co nie? Chyba, że są kompatybilne z tą konsolą, czy tam z tą grą.
Now we got another door.
Come forward. You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it.
Powiedz mi o swoim umyśle, powiedz mi, co się w nim bije.
You wish to find our gardener? I know that story, and where it ends. The mag folk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the mag folk would do, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled. The land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How did we do this? Your wings pinned open. Where could we go? We cannot leave. We cannot. We writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left when the mag folk were at our doors.
Garko, garko łukiem.
They did what they thought was best, yes. Our gardener never asks. They only act. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Virgita's answers must be worth it, right?
I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
We are nearly free now.
Don't overthink it. Just go through.
Jak to się robi?
These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
The dead should not keep secrets. Unless they resent the living.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors? Surely they'll warm up to us eventually.
O ty kurde.
Who maintains these traps? Ridiculous when you think about it.
Spoko. Dzisiaj się opiekuję, żeby jutro ten.
Well, this seems unfair. Slow down a bit. That should make things easier.
Goes a long way.
Akidans are being less welcome than I hoped.
What did you expect? They're dead.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Don't worry. We're getting answers. With or without their help.
No, myślałem, że jakiś złoty łuk, a tu. No pewnie czas, ale to co?
Judging by this mural, the relationship the Akita had with her god was complicated. Perhaps Sapidal looks like a list of building materials. Probably for Nakukubel itself. Third time's the charm. Another door is revealed.
But you are an outlander. Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know of this. Imana's brethren were mistaken, but we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial. You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
No teraz to wszyscy będą streamować, to ja też jutro. O której to startuje? O ten? Gothic? Arizona? Nie, Arizona to będzie może co weekend, zobaczymy jakoś.
Trials require a
A do nosa? O.
You bear our gardener's mark.
The gardener has grown roots into the outlander.
What do you truly seek with our craft?
This is... Oh. Well, seems like some of the construction crew had all kinds of fun.
The phantasmal focus is growing warm. It's never a good sign.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do they smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander. We cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another. You must perish, Outlander.
We will not have the Gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. We do not recognize our face. The ripples break. What do they hide from us? Why do they turn away?
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The Gardener will not be disturbed.
How do I know you will not lead them astray? You are lost already to them. How could you lead them anywhere? To arms, Outlander.
Come on! Come on! Under my protection!
Anyone else want to die a second time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there.
No i co? Nie wiem, o co wam chodziło.
I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These precise mechanisms.
A po to są...
Mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer.
Po to jest do leczenia, żeby się leczyć, co nie?
I can't believe it survived all these years. Just waiting for the right hands to pick it up again.
Nie mogę uwierzyć, że przetrwała te wszystkie lata, czekając na kogoś, kto je znowu żyje.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akiten isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate. There's so much rage in this mural. The Zapadal must have been furious, and the Akitans unfortunate bystanders.
I think your god would like a word. Try and make it quick.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. You have shown us only kindness and patience. Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them.
Ja nie przyjąłem mocy Boga ani razu. Ile razy?
And we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them. And we were true.
Jak ani razu. Baba mówi cały czas. Tylko nie wiem, o co ci chodzi. Mocy Boga ani razu. Ale nie wiem, czy ty na dystans strzelasz, czy co?
We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. Dead. They're dead? No. Happy. They were happy. We loved them. They loved them.
No to...
We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain.
Ja mam ze 4 chyba.
We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power.
Zobaczymy. Ty nie przyjmujesz, ja przyjmuję, to zobaczymy.
Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Out! Send her out! Set us free!
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
While you were unconscious, the Adra pillar was not. A great deal of energy passed through it, to parts unknown.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Zapraszam? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares a god. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
We should talk to Marius. He knows the tusks better than anyone. Until then, we must ready ourselves for a fight.
Get off me!
We should go. The dream scourge is upon us.
Hurry in the brush!
I need my space!
That'll show him.
Devour! Quarry in the front!
You are out of your depth here, Inquisitor. Leave before you worsen the situation.
Ruin. Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory.
If we want to use the godless term for a godlike of Sapadal, the envoys are Tebaru Sanakis. It's actually a fascinating tradition, going back to
Heresy and lies. I bring you the truth. This is a spring from which the dream scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of...
No jeszcze nie wiem, o co wybrałeś. Zaraz zobaczymy.
Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within.
The only poison I see here is you, and I would love nothing more than to purge you from the living lands.
Charming. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. Defending a dying settlement is not a kindness, it only prolongs the suffering.
We taught the Steel Garrote a lesson in Emerald Stair. Perhaps you need a reminder.
Our time of reckoning will come. I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Hubris. She assumes a great deal about a force she barely understands.
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
I do love it when people choose to listen to reason. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me.
Nie mówię do ciebie, nie przerywaj.
Yes, Honestly, it's quite simple. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Quilici? And the other Furians? And Quilici?
Gods, you're right.
Gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel
Pewnie ta.
I'm so very glad you recall.
A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue, no matter how much we might want to.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
At least I'm not the only rational voice in this debate. She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. It's simple. Ludwig's solution will kill Dream Thralls, but not eradicate the plague itself. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something.
Ono też jest. O, nekromantka. Ghost Riderka. Z żona Ghost Ridera.
An oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Zapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't fall for it.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good?
No i co? Ty wybrałeś tą Ludwika. Dobra, ja wybiorę tą, żeby zakończyła skarpie raz na zawsze.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, envoy.
I don't like our options, but maybe we can learn something from this one. Let's just hope Kalichi is alright.
So be it. Sapadal's hold over you is stronger than I suspected.
Rune,
Chyba Kali Games.
the living leaves, we twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this.
Aha. Muszę zobaczyć u ciebie. To jest na ostatnim streamie? Steven? Odcięta gałąź zapewnia maksymalną szybkość ruchu na 20 sekund.
Godlike.
Oni też umierali, widzę.
I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. Another god. There are so many. If a new one is more aberrant than another, does it really matter? But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be amazing. But I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is tempting.
Yes, my work will still be there even when this world is in ruins. Which, hopefully, won't happen. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Why are we deferring to that maniac Grim? Ugh.
Don't trust this heathen magic.
No progress without sacrifice.
What is done. Do not waste your breath justifying it to me. Countless innocent lives cut short, even my own soldiers. And for what? Make no mistake, there will be a reckoning for the chaos you unleashed here. At least now I have a better idea of who is pulling your strings. Will anyone live to see it? Or will you enjoy it alone from atop a mountain of corpses? Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? To burn out a threat at any cost. To impose order where chaos reigns. If you and Heelgard are too spineless to remember your allegiance, I'll have to finish the job myself. All I wanted to do was protect Shatterscarp. Give it the chance that Fior Messiverno did not have. Unusual, isn't it? How you spared one settlement and condemned another. So you destroyed its people by the dozens. May the dead forgive you. A word of warning, Envoy. You and I are running out of opportunities to save the living lands from itself. I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice. The Steel Garrote won't be far behind. I trust your patron will show you the way. Until next time, Envoy.
What a vile, intolerant creature.
It wasn't supposed to claim our people!
I can't believe the Inquisitor allowed this.
Tam jest. Tu byłem? Chyba byłem. O.
Did you hear about Naguno? They found him dead at the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish.
Who needs that?
Kidding.
We still have
Someone
stuff.
snuck up there.
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight.
Thank you. Było miło. Nara.
The attack sounded terrible. I could hear the fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right.
To ma same ten.
I can't stand. Thank the gods. Some.
Ty inaczej wybrałeś, no to. Demo, czy ma aczywki? Ja nie wiem, czy ma aczywki demo. A miały demo aczywki? Jeżeli będzie kontynuowane, znaczy... się nie zmieniło. Aha, no to spoko. Aha. To lipa. Dua lipa. Znaczy pewnie od innego momentu jest zaczynane, co nie? To jest bardziej tak w połowie. Czy jakoś tak? 696. No dobrze. Ogólnie dojdziemy do tej trzeciej mapki, czwartej. I będziemy kończyć. Jutro o 5 będę wstawał, to zobaczymy, jak będę miał siłę, to będę dalej grał.
It's you! You're the monster who got us kicked out of Thirdborn!
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow, apparently.
What do you have against honest businessmen? You can't fast-talk me, you fiend!
Whoa.
I demand compensation!
I know you're upset, Tycho, but they seem like they're really strong.
Shizu, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean. Oh, I wasn't expecting a sincere apology. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
I'll be busy that whenever it is.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount.
No jasne, tutaj chłopaki widzisz, jak się niecierpliwią, kiedy tylko odpalę.
Safe travels to you.
No. Gdzie filmik jakiś czy coś?
We need to talk.
Hmm.
You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. Is that our answer now? Do we extract that price from every settlement in the Living Lands?
What is the alternative? That we allow the Dream Scourge to spread unchecked?
I don't know. Maybe.
Fuitu meio. That choice shouldn't be in anyone's hands.
Then why did we leave it to that archmage?
Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
If we run into Ludwig out there, it's gonna be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now, but she keeps burrowing deeper into the Living Lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read? My vote's on a pack of small, enthusiastic dogs. Wait, was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
That's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them? Then you're gambling with all our lives. Don't expect me to be overjoyed. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Ja będę musiał rozmawiać z tym. Jedno brakuje. Może trzeba z tamtym krasnoludem pogadać, bo on...
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat, my ears ring, I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back. But why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
No.
Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair.
Zobaczmy jaka mapa. O kurde, następna. Ja. OMG, jak to mówią. No to już ją przechodzę, patrz. Następny tydzień mi to zajmie. To może być bardziej zawężona, to może być mniejsze niż się wydaje. Tak chyba będzie. Dobra, ale to myślę, że już jutro z rana będę ogarniał. No ja powoli gram. Ja tam telefon.
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the task.
Dobrze, że mam zapisane tam przy tym. Mogę rozmowę inną zrobić. No, ale dobra. Dobra, to co? Dzięki wszystkim. Co to jest w ogóle? To.
We're here.
No, dobra. No.
Here, Marius. You're safe.
No, to co? Dzięki i dobranoc wszystkim. Trzymajcie się do następnego. Myślę, że jak się da, to o 5 rano wstanę. No. Trzymajcie się. Dobranoc. Do następnego. Hej.
Sharp and steel, Fredmore stood with courage, fire in his eyes. Millard's by his side, their hearts aflame for war. Valhalla's calling, hear the thunder's roars. Through the mist and shadows, enemies that fell. Blades clanged in the night, warriors knew so well. Fredmore led the charge with fierce unwavering might. In the halls of Valhalla, echoing their fight. Of anger burning, darkness lying ahead. With Millards beside him, evil met its end. Battle cries so primal, hearts of stone they break. In Valhalla's glory, history we make. Starlit sky above us, watchful of our deeds. Ancestors whisper, guiding us in need. Blood and honor bind us as we take our stand. Fredmore and Millards, defenders of this land. Through the mist and shadows, enemies that fell. Blades clanged in the night, warriors knew so well. Fredmore led the charge with fierce unwavering.